in for another treat of Rags to Riches. Okay, y'all know we have switched the days up, so I want you guys to make sure that you have our new day and times on your calendar. Make sure you guys are updated with what's going on, so you guys don't miss when we tend to go live. Now, if you just so happen to miss us going live, guess what? The recording gonna be right on here on YT. So make sure you guys sub if you're new here. And let's get started. We're about to go live on TikTok. We're about to thug it. We're about to thug it. Lights, camera, action. Just move your body. Move your body. Move your body if you lay yourself. All right, chat. Let's go. We about to get started up in here. I'm lit. I'm litty. We litty, litty, litty. Hold on, y'all. Let me hook up my soundboard so y'all can know I ain't playing today. Get started in just a second, man. Make sure you guys double tap the screen. We live on YT2. Shout out TikTok, This Rise. Happy Mindset Monday. And we back for another episode of Rags to Riches. We back with another episode of Rags to Riches. I know y'all gonna see the dollars, but the dollars mean something. We got an activity today, and we're gonna use the dollars. That's cool with y'all. I love the stripper ones, man. I love the stripper ones. I love the stripper ones. Y'all, they trying to say my soundboard. I think my soundboard dead. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Hold up. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Hold up. All right, TikTok, here I come. Hold on. I got y'all. I got y'all, bro. I got y'all. I got y'all, bro. I got y'all, bro. I got y'all. 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 Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Testing. Can y'all hear me? TikTok. TikTok, y'all ready? What's up, YT? Happy Mindset Monday to y'all, man. Listen, I'm not gonna do too much screaming today. I'm gonna get right to it. I'm gonna get right through it. Okay. Today is Mindset Monday. Give it up for yourselves for being here on time. All right. And I don't want you to do nothing. Okay. I don't want you to do nothing different. If you're under the sound of my voice, I'm gonna get started. And I really want to give you guys these gems, and I want y'all to walk with me with some things I kind of took out this book. As y'all can see, that book gets read. I drop notes in books, and I like to give y'all pretty much the notes that I be having from my own self. And the great thing about growth and development, bro, is that it literally is your own pathway. That's the cool thing about growth and development. Don't let nobody tell you your growth and development has to look a specific way. Okay. You have to make sure that the growth and development is in alignment with you so that you're able to maneuver and to receive the certain things that you're supposed to pick up along that journey. So if you on the wrong journey, the gems that you picking up ain't gonna necessarily be for you. All right. So today I want to talk about accountability and identity. All right. I want to talk about accountability because nothing can shift in your life if you are allowing the unconscious to not move into the consciousness. What are you saying, Big? What I'm saying is if you don't pinpoint where the problem is, you're gonna always hide a problem. It doesn't matter how many let me tell y'all something. It doesn't matter how many routines you create. You can create 1,000 routines and you can literally try them and you're gonna fail them every single time. Why are you saying that, Big? Reason why I'm saying that is because if you're not taking accountability of where you are, that's an issue. And this is not me coming at y'all. This is me strictly talking to y'all mind today because I want to make sure that you guys are always being your best selves. And me, I'm always gonna take accountability. I ain't got no issue unless it's sometimes when it's with my woman, I don't you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it be hurt. It don't be me. But we gonna talk today. I'm gonna take that. Can y'all hear that car horn? We're gonna take that as confirmation today. Why aren't there any comments? I guess people don't be wanting to comment, man. We're not really here for the comments. I'm just here to drop the gems and get on out your way. You feel me? If you feel comfortable with double tapping the screen, you know what I'm saying, dropping comments in the chat, that's totally cool. That does help us with exposure. You know what I'm saying? It also helps YT and TikTok know that we don't have bots in the chat, that we got real people in the chat. So shout out to the tribe, shout out to y'all that's gonna start double tapping the screen and commenting. But you know, y'all know I grind. I love to grind, so it's nothing to me. We supposed to be here on Mindset Monday, and here I am. Right? Not perfect, but consistent. All right. So check this. We're gonna talk accountability. So I love it because one day we were talking about accountability. We actually, one thing about growth and development, you're going to experience a lot of repetition. In order for loops to stop in your life and for loops to begin in your life, you're going to have to take accountability. Simple. A lot of people don't want to take accountability, but when you really break accountability down, right? All you hear is accountability. So what are you saying, Big? What I'm saying is when you go to take accountability, you're just accounting for your ability to do something. Okay, let me say that one more time. Accountability seems like a big word. Okay. What up, y'all in the chat? What up, YT? Okay. So accountability looks like a big word, but when you really break that thing down, you start to realize, like, hold on, I'm just accounting for what I'm already good at, the gifts that I already have. See what I'm saying? And a lot of people miss this part because when you become aware of the energy that you possess, right? When you become aware of the energy that y'all possess, what up, y'all in the YT? I see y'all going crazy today. Y'all got TikTok beat. Give it up for yourselves in the chat. All right. So when we realize that we can account for our abilities, for our goals, for our gifts, for our values, for our principles, right? What happens is, let me cut this down because I'm screaming in my ear. What happens is we shift from what people tell us about ourselves, and then, right, we shift from who we are. So I want you guys to ask yourself, who do you say you are? You know, I'm gonna go surfing. I'm gonna go surfing for other people. Have a great day. You know, thanks for the daily heart. Me, give it up in the chat. All right. So once you realize that accountability is just the honesty of who you are and who you say you are, you start to account for a lot of great things in your life. What up, Lot Goddess? Give it up for the Lot Goddess in the chat. Thanks for the daily hugging me. Thank you for the daily hugging me. Okay. Once you realize, okay, cool, accountability is just me taking account for who I am. Great. Okay. So now that I know that, I don't have to be scared of the work. I don't have to be scared of the accountability. Okay. A lot of people miss their opportunity of growth because they don't know how to make decisions. But we're gonna get to that. Okay. I'm not gonna jump over. All right. I got y'all to 10 o'clock. If you could work with me to 10 o'clock, I'm gonna give you some gems and I'm gonna drop them right in your life. Easy peasy, beautiful cover girl. Okay. First thing I want you to ask yourself to become aware of where you are, who you are, and spiritually what you are aligned with, right? Who do I say I am? A lot of people can't ask themselves that, right? It's always about what the other person said about them or what my mom and dad said about me. What do you say about you? Let's ponder on that for a little minute. What do you say about you? Do your and also ask yourself, are your days feeling intentional, or are they feeling automatic? Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, like I get up, it may be a different day for me every day. I got up like we was going straight Monday through Friday. We was going straight Monday through Friday. Then I just woke up one day and was like, yeah, let's cut back a little bit. Let's cut back a little bit. So ask yourself, are you being intentional with your days, or is it just an automatic thing? Are you really serious about creating a life that you want to live? So we're on a 90-day challenge. We're on 20th. We're on the 20th day. So we're halfway through the first 30 days. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I have shifted not only one identity, but two. Because when you really realize that, okay, you're kind of playing small for yourself, you're able to take that account of your ability, and you're able to bring awareness to yourself. Because guess what? The difference between living life you created and a life, there's a big difference between life you created and life you had to adapt to. I don't want y'all adapting no more. I want y'all to make sure that y'all being intentional with y'all day. Make sure you're taking time out to rest properly. Okay? Confirmation. Make sure you guys are taking time to rest because success is rest, right? Success is intentional grind, intentional work, intentional growth and development with self. Okay. I don't want you guys to just be going with the motions, because what happens is you're gonna burn out. And I don't want you guys to burn out, because burnout is no fun. Burnout gonna have you thinking that, man, everybody ahead of me. And of course the excuse me, I'm always tired, y'all. Listen, I barely get sleep ever. But I'm not gonna run out on y'all like I did Friday. I'm gonna be cooling. All right. So when we talk about that awareness thing, you gotta really do ask yourself, you know what I'm saying? Am I being intentional, or am I just going with the flow? Right? Because like we said, there's a big difference between living a life you created and a life you adapted to. Simple. I live the life that I created. Nobody has a say so in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't nobody tell me what to do or what I cannot do. See what I'm saying? Although I come here live and I chat with y'all, what happens is I have to come when I'm at the level of, freeness and spiritual alignment, to be able to give y'all my thoughts and to be able to give y'all my notes. If I wasn't in alignment, if I wasn't locked in with what I'm doing and in tune with myself, what happened is I will fall short. I realized, because I became aware, I accounted for my ability. I was like, okay, so although I've started out going live Monday through Friday, I woke up one day and was like, you know what, it's just too much. I want to make sure that I'm in alignment, and I'm, what's the word I'm looking for? I want to make sure that I'm in alignment, and I also want to make sure that my nervous system realizes that we're not in survival mode. So I want y'all to ask yourself that today. You know what I'm saying? Who do I say I am? Who do you say you are? And then I want you guys to hold on to that. Because guess what? If you're trying to get to the next level, awareness is the key. Become aware of your routines. What are you doing? What are you not doing? What could you be doing more of? What could you put a little boundaries on? Right? What's getting all your attention? And is it helping you grow? Simple. We on a 90-day challenge, and we on the 20th day. I'm looking at myself like, whoa, we didn't did a lot in the first 20 days. And I'm ready to hit the 30-day mark, because I'm ready to go hard for the next 60 days. Honestly, I'm thinking about just running to the end of the year, because it's that serious to me. And you gotta ask yourself, cool, how serious are my goals? How serious are my goals? How serious are the things that I desire to have? Are they for play serious, or are they for real serious? Do you get up and handle business, or do you get up and procrastinate, and you automatically fall back into that automatic motion? It's that simple. And when you say big, okay, cool. Well, I'm intentional. How can you be more intentional to elevate and multiply? But if you say big, I've been floating on autopilot. I want you to go back to the drawing board. Sit back over your goals again. Where did you say you were going to be this time next year? Because see, your goals don't change just because the day changes. That's why a lot of people ask me like, "Yo, how you get up and do it?" Like, it's simple. It's not automatic. It's intentional, because I need to make sure that what I'm planting the seed in is growing. That's simple. Y'all chat. Is it my Wi-Fi? What's going on, chat? What y'all got going? Is my Wi-Fi tripping, chat? We good over here on YT. TikTok, if it's messing up, come to YouTube. If it's messing up on y'all, then come to YouTube. And I'm gonna be honest, a lot of people on, yeah, come to YouTube. YouTube is smooth. I don't know what's going on with TikTok. Y'all know how they be. TikTok get mad when you talking that talk. It is what it is. But I'm serious, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people are not now. I'm not telling y'all, listen, y'all hear me every time I tell y'all. I'm not telling y'all you can't live life and have fun. But you should be having fun and being able to get your goals too. Monshay Flow, MONSHAYFLOW. Simple. Just like that. Okay? Because if you're not willing to lose sleep behind it sometimes, does it really matter to you? Does it really matter to you? And that's what I'm teaching, them in the Discord. It's like, does it is it serious? Like, are you taking the necessary steps? Are you taking the necessary steps to make sure you get everything that you say you desire to have? It's so crazy because I got an incense burning, and at first it was like lent over like energy, but now it just shot straight up. A lot of y'all got to start sitting up. A lot of y'all got to start saying, you know what? I'm BS in my own life. A lot of y'all got to start saying, you know what? It's time that I start putting in that 100% work. Because see, a lot of times, a lot of people is waiting for things to happen. A lot of people is waiting for people to come save them. Ain't nobody come to save you. Simple. So what are you willing to put in to make sure that you get what you deserve? It kind of blows my mind sometimes, y'all, when people tell me that they got goals and aspirations. And then but they tell me, yeah, like last weekend I went out with the homegirls, and then this weekend we going out again, and then next weekend we going out again, and then the weekend after that, and then the weekend after that. How you gonna tell me that your goals is exactly what you how you gonna tell me that your goals matter to you when you scroll half of the day? I know you probably like, Ben, we watching you. Listen, I'm only here an hour. What are you doing the other 23 hours out of the day? How much are you looking at your goals? How often are you looking at your goals? Or are you playing with life? Or you just letting life pass you by. Now listen, if you're under the sound of my voice right now, this is not me coming at you. This is me. This is Mindset Monday. So now we got to put everything to the forefront today. Y'all know how we do on Mondays. We got to put everything to the forefront. Okay? We got to put everything to the forefront on Mondays because I need to make sure that you guys are okay. Big was right, man. I could be doing something more in order to achieve my goals. We start stuff and quit stuff so freaking quick is ridiculous. That's why people can't be in relationships nowadays. Because one little hiccup happened and they ready to give it up. I see a lot of guys in the YT chat. Feel me? We got a lot of guys in the building. A lot of guys been married over 10 plus years. That lets me know what? That lets me know a lot of guys said, man, I gotta lock in. I want this man and I want him bad. And I'm willing to put up whatever it is. That's how you gotta look at your goals. A lot of people ain't gonna make it to marriage. You know why? Because they not willing to put in the work. They not willing to sit down at the table and put the truth on the table. Simple. That's how you go achieve your goals. What are you willing? How true are you willing to be to yourself? That's simple. That's gonna tell you if you're gonna achieve your goals or not. Because how honest are you with yourself? Does it bother you when you're honest with yourself? When you see that word accountability, does it shake you up a little bit? Real talk, like y'all talk to me, bro. Do you really love your goals? Do you have a relationship with your goals? Because it's a difference between having goals and having a relationship with your goals. Because I'm the type of person, I'm gonna be honest with you. I look at my goals every single day. I'm overly going over work that I did yesterday, trying to see like, what can I learn a little bit different today? What can I infiltrate a little bit different today? It's intentional. It's not automatic because I'm gonna do it different every day. I want y'all to start shifting up your routines. You're tired of your routines because it's boring to you. It's overly boring. Simple. Your routines are overly boring. That's why you upset with life. What up, Lulu? Simple. Simple. So you gotta ask yourself, what are we willing to do today? What are we willing to do today different to make sure that our tomorrow is more intentional than automatic? Talk that talk, man. Talk that talk. Simple. One more time, I'm gonna let y'all know this. There's a difference between living a life that you created and living a life that was that you adapted to? Are you going with emotions, or are you making a statement every single day that you wake up? Are you letting your goals know, like, baby, you don't get to get out of reach of me? Hmm? And I'm just chatting today. I'm not even doing too much, chat. I don't want to do too much on y'all. It's Monday. I know I rested all weekend. I'm gonna be honest. Like, we got the book club, right? Nobody showed up Friday. Everybody was missing in action. See, you can rest, baby. It's nothing against rest. But when you tell yourself that you're gonna do something and you let yourself down, what happens is the universe sees that. The universe peeps that. And then gives you more example of letting yourself down. Simple. Is that real? So if you ain't comfortable with money, I know this is dollars, but hear me out. We about to work it real quick. A lot of people, it's not that people got bad relationship. Like, it's not that people don't have money. It's not that people are broke. What happens is people just have a bad attachment. They have anxious attachment to money. See me? A lot of people gonna say, "Oh, that's just a dollar," but see, a lot of people can't even be with a dollar without thinking about spending it. I'm in a different tax bracket. I'm in a different tax bracket. I don't care. It could have been $100 bills, and I'm chill. you know. But ask yourself, do I think about money more, or do I think about the accomplishment of my goals more? And I want y'all to understand that there's literally a shift right now that's happening, because there's a lot of people that's just about the money, and then you got people that's authentic. There's about to be a lot of millionaires within the next 2 years. And you got to ask yourself, are you gonna be one of them? Because you got the same 24 hours as the millionaires that's already ahead of their time, that's already ahead right now. So what are you doing with your 24 hours? Because they're not making excuses for themselves. They're showing up every single time. Every time they tell themselves that they're gonna do something, they follow through. Are you following through? Ask yourself that. Are you really following through on the things that you said that you was gonna do? Now, this is not me coming at you. This is me just putting it at the forefront of your frontal lobe. Let me help you shift from I don't have time to I ain't got nothing but time. Sense. Like, I don't got nothing but time for my goals. Simple. My goals come first. My values, my principles come first, because I got shit that I'm trying to get done. What about y'all? I can sit right here with money right here, and it's like money comes to people that's comfortable. If you're not even comfortable with your goals, how can you be comfortable with money? How can you want the money if you're not even comfortable with telling yourself the truth? Simple. Let's move ahead. What I want y'all to do with just what I just said, right? It's 9:30. What I just said, I want you to do this activity today. I want you to sit with yourself. And I really want you to be honest with yourself. Okay? I want you to be honest with yourself. Write a promise to yourself today. Okay? Write a promise to yourself today. And then what I want you to do in order to continuously see it, I want you to post it by something that you see every day. Because see, what happened is we're reading the book Atomic, excuse me, we're reading the book The Atomic Habits. So how he breaks it down, he was like, yo, you're never going to, so many people try to uproot the issue without even knowing how to get there. So I want you guys to take baby steps, because what happens is, because while you take one habit, he talks about habit stacking in the book. Once you take one habit that you do every day automatically, and then you start to move intentionally with it, well, you say, okay, cool. Big, I go in the refrigerator every day. I know I got to give me something to drink. I know I got to give me something. You know what I'm saying? Cool. I want you to put that promise to yourself. Whatever the promise is that you know you need to make to yourself right now today. What do you need to promise yourself today in order to be a better tomorrow? To have a better tomorrow, to do a better tomorrow. I see y'all in the chat, y'all. I can't really see it, but I see it. I see y'all in the chat, man. Give it up on TikTok too. All right? Write a promise to yourself. Because a lot of people like to blame everybody else for their transgressions, right? But what happens when you remove everybody and you still have a problem? What happens when you remove everybody and you still have a problem? It's you. So let's take the accountability. Let's bring ourselves to awareness so that we know exactly what's going on. Because we know, right? There's a difference between living a life you created and a life you adapted. So I want you guys to practice this activity sometime today. I want you guys to write a promise to yourself, and then I want you to post it everywhere that you normally be every day. You can even put it in your bathroom, like you can put it right on your toilet, like literally. You can put it right on the little flush part, and like because this is how you start to create a better habit and remove a habit. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we can't remove the bathroom, right? You got to use the bathroom, but we could do stuff like instead of going snacking and scrolling, right? You can go put the promise on the cabinet where the snacks is and stop scrolling because you'd probably say, Big, I'm trying to work out, I'm trying to slim my body up, I'm trying to be more, intentional. Cool. You gotta make time for it. People make time for what they want. So it's like, how can you tell me you want something if you're not making time for it? It's just that simple, y'all. Like, and that's like when I tell y'all life is that simple, life is that simple. People just make it difficult. People make it difficult. Me, I don't make life difficult because why do I want to live a difficult life? Simple. My goals got to get done, and it is what it is. Can't nobody else do it but me. Nobody's gonna show up and keep us running, keep BIG rags to riches running. Nobody, y'all not gonna do that for me. I'm gonna just be honest. Y'all not gonna do it for me, and y'all not gonna always show up every day. But I gotta be willing to show up because this is the life I created, not a life that I'm adapting to. Simple. Does that make sense, chat? Drop some fires in the chat if I'm making sense. Drop some fires in the chat if I'm making sense. Okay. So don't forget to do that. Don't forget to do the activities today. All right. Got fires in the chat. I see Bree. Now I want to talk identity because this stems around the reason why you don't take accountability in parts that you need to take accountability, and when you do, it's awkward, right? Because identity is where your power lies. If you don't know thyself, if I check this out, if I want to get in control of somebody, the best thing I would need to do is get to their belief system. How do they see themselves? Okay, cool. They don't see themselves that well. This is a narcissist talking, right? I'm gonna talk like a narcissist first. Let's talk chaos first because a lot of people like chaos. So let's talk chaos first, all right? Narcissistically, I'm gonna try to get to you being a sucker. So because you a sucker, that's how I'm gonna approach you. That's how I'm gonna try to get you. I'm gonna try to get you through your belief system. I'm gonna try to tell you what you want to hear, right? But as a person who really wants to elevate and go to the next level, my best way to get to you is through your belief system. So either way, it's your belief system. It's what you think deep down inside. That's your subconscious. When people can have control of who you think you are or who you believe that you are, they got control of your whole life. So I want you to circle back to accountability. Where highlight in an area where you're allowing what someone did to have control over you. I saw a video the other day and she was like, you literally don't have to forgive people. Like, you really don't, especially when they're out here being shitty people. But what I encourage you to do is to move fucking forward because I promise you, that person don't give a damn. Simple. Them people don't care. They still living their life. They're still every day, they're being intentional with their time. They probably making money, not giving about you. And that's just on some GTA shit. That's just simple, chat. That's simple. Okay, you say big. Well, I know how to take accountability, but it's like when I take accountability, I still fall back into the same patterns. This is why habit stacking is important because instead of scrolling, let's start putting some powerful things into our mindset. Let's start watching some powerful people talk to us, mentor us, repetition. Let's go to therapy, man. Let's start taking the necessary steps in order to grow and develop. Because everything you do is a habit, whether it is a positive habit or a negative habit, it's totally on you. I got Nan in the building. Feel me? So that identity is important. Happy New Day. The identity is important because that's where your power lies. Regardless of how people feel about you, when you are secure within yourself, can't nobody touch you. Somebody drop in the chat. I don't need a new routine. I need I need a deep rooted shift because that's all you need. Because thank you for your dad having me. Because watch this. Watch this. What you say to yourself is true. So if you say you don't have time in order to get this done, guess what? The universe is going to make sure that you don't have time to get this done. And I know that seems shitty, y'all, but it's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. You need a deep rooted shift. You need to, regardless of if I feel like I don't want to do it, I'm gonna get up and do it. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I've been sleepy since Saturday. I've been sleepy since Monday of last week. But sometimes you got to get it done. Sometimes you have to maneuver through that energy of I can't or I don't have time to do. I'm gonna take me a nap. It's gonna be all good in the hood. I promise. Okay. So I want you guys to understand that your identity, who you are to yourself, matters the most. Who you are to yourself matters the most. And how do you show up for you every day? Are you pouring into everybody else but not pouring into you? Huh? How you do that? And check this out. Let's say you say big. That's not me. Are you hanging around people like that? Because eventually you're gonna fall right back into the loop. Man, this is some real talk, bro. This is not a game, bro. Like it matters who you hang around, who you're talking to every single day. What are you talking about? Is it talking about growth and development? Is it talking about pouring a seed into and watching it sprout and nurturing it? Or are you watching baddies all weekend? Shots fired. It's just that simple, y'all. It's just that simple. When people bring ideas to me, you can't tell me that you want to be great if you're not obsessed with it. Sense. That's just sense. Because nobody who elevated and became wealthy was not obsessed with seeing it through. I'm so obsessed with seeing it through. I didn't care. Y'all, I ain't been asleep since yesterday evening at 3 o'clock. What? And to y'all, that may seem like, nah, you need to love on yourself. I do love myself. That sometimes, like I've been asleep all weekend. Monday came, it's not no, oh, we laying in the bed, we doing this. No, we got class, we got rags to riches, bro. We got shit to do. Simple. And you can rest. But while y'all resting, I'm grinding so that I can rest on the back end. If I got breath in my body to show up every day to be great, that's what I'm gonna do. And if you can't dedicate at least that to yourself, to at least give yourself an hour a day, do you really love yourself? You gotta look yourself in the mirror like that, and that's just truth. Feel me? Okay. Tony Robbins says you only need a decision. It's in your moments of that your destiny is shaped. So before you make a decision, pause and ask yourself, is this a positive intention or is this a negative intention? Should I be relaxing myself and relaxing my nervous system, or should I be comfortable with this? A lot of people can't fix what they want to get fixed because guess what? One, the awareness, and two, the reps. The reps. Because what happens is when the reps start burning, that's when we start counting. When it start getting chaotic, that's when we start counting the cars. That's when we know, okay, we counting down our walk down. See, listen, everybody want to count the reps when they feel good and it's easy to do. But when it's not easy to do, can you pick up that extra rep? Can you say, I'm gonna go one more? And then after you do that one, can you say, I'm gonna go one more? And one more. And one more. And one more. And who cares if you're not seeing the fruits of your labor just yet? If you are happy and you are in alignment with where you're supposed to be, you know exactly what's happening. It's happening, you just can't see it. So when people say big, I need some money plays. One big money play that I've been playing for the long run is I play with money. Literally. I don't care if it's a dollar. I don't care if it's change. Like it's super simple. It's that simple. You want more money? Play with it. Get more comfortable with it. Respect it a little bit more. Respect yourself a little bit more because if money is here, money is comfortable with you. More money only comes when you're comfortable with it. Simple. Come on, Bree. Money only comes because you are comfortable to receive it. And if you're not comfortable to receive it, you're gonna always anxiously spend money on your wants. But see me, my wants ain't big enough. It's my goals and my desires that take over every single day. Cause guess what? I don't want my wife to work. I want her to be able to do whatever she wants to do, right? When I have children, I want my children to be taken care of. I want to be able to help people out where I can. But in order to do that, I got to get up every day, single day and put in the reps because being lazy is just not an option. Not following through is just not an option for me. Like I told y'all, people ask me all the time, like, yo, how do you get up every day? Because quitting is not an option. Giving in is not an option. I'm tired. Like I'm literally tired right now. But it's just not an option. Just that simple. So what they call the devil don't have time to even I'm so booked up and busy, I don't got time for the devil to weave on in. It's nothing. I'm so locked in on my goals, I'm knocking the devil off the pivot every time. Because he be thinking I'm over here, and the next time I'm back over here. Cause that's how obsessed I am with this shit, bro. Simple. I eat, sleep, the dream. Do you do the same? So don't, and this is not me being, shady or boastful, but it's like if you like my grind, right? And you want to in a way kind of mimic that blueprint, you gotta know when you go to mimic that blueprint that yo, I give up sleep sometimes. I'm the sacrifice. I'm up all night. Sometimes I don't even give no sleep sometimes. And a lot of people don't want to give up sleep. Sleep when you're dead, bro. You can give up an extra 3 hours, bro. You can give up an extra 2 hours. You can give up an extra hour 30. You're not telling me that you can't go one more. You don't want it as bad. And ET says, bro, you gotta want it as bad as you want to breathe. Simple. As much as you reach out for that oxygen, you should be reaching out for your goals just as much. Simple. That's simple, y'all. Your goal should be number one priority. How you reach for that phone in the rising to go to TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Be that quick to pick up a book to look at your goals. Don't tell me you want something and you're not making room for it. Don't tell me you want something and you're not making a conscious decision to be intentional to pour into that something every single day. Every single day. So although tomorrow I won't be live, y'all will see fruit, y'all will see seeds planted. Right? I don't mind yawning in front of y'all. I'm not perfect. I'm consistent though. I'm consistent though. I've been running this game for 5 years. Guess that's why my feet hurt. Wonder when they bite me. Do these teeth hurt? What up, Gemini? Yes, I am an icon. That's me on your t-shirt. Thought you knew better, do you? And research. Because don't be trying to step with the big hitters if you ain't willing to put up the numbers. If you ain't finna grind like the big hitters. We not watching the clock. We just watching doing one more rep, doing one more rep, doing one more rep, doing one more rep, one more rep. Even though it's hurting, one more rep. Feel me? Even though it's hurting, one more rep. Even though I don't feel like it, one more rep. Even though I don't see the results, one more rep. Even though I'm struggling against my own mind, but I know that I want better. One more rep. Got to keep pushing. One more rep. Simple. Stop letting yourselves down, man. For real. I see a lot of y'all, I want to see you guys more with putting your businesses out there. Let people know what you're doing. Stop overworking for your time. And that's what I realized. I was like, you know what? We're doing Rags to Riches for free. Why am I giving them 5 days a week? No shade. I love y'all. I love to do what I do. And it's not just about money, but eventually you got to have some type of accountability yourself. You got to account for your ability. What are you giving me in return? It don't necessarily have to be physical. It don't necessarily have to be tangible. But what are you giving me? Are y'all pushing my videos and making them bitches go viral for this free knowledge? No? Okay, cool. Then I'm only willing to give you 3 days. I'll give you 3 days. It's nothing. It's nothing. Does that make sense, chat? Does that make sense to in your brain? Because one, a lot of people don't want you to grow and develop anyway. They want you to stay the same. They don't want you to get out. They don't want you to get out that money rut. You're just a little anxious. It's okay. Start working on your nervous system. Breathe. Take your time. Get comfortable with that money. You know what? I like this dollar. You know what? That dollar smell good. I'm gonna save that dollar just because I like that dollar. It's easy. It's a mind shift. So the same way you go to spend money, right? You gotta understand, yo, if you can't buy it twice or buy it 3 times, you shouldn't be buying it. And that's how I look at myself. Like I can afford things, but I can't afford things. Does that make sense, Shaq? I can afford things, but I can't afford things. Because you gotta know when you can and when you can't. You gotta know when to hold them and when to fold them. Okay. So I just want you guys to think about this today on your day, on your way to work, during work, excuse me, private time with yourself. What version of me am I showing up as? Or what version of me have I been showing up as? Is it the survival version, or is it the version that has freed herself and get to live unlimited, or is himself he get to free himself and live unlimited? Because guess what did we say earlier? There's a difference between a life created and a life adapted to. Something that you had to deal with, something that you got to deal with until you take your own identity back and realize that, hold on, we keep working for the money, but the money really need to work for us. Because the more I get comfortable in the more I get comfortable with the money, the more the money gonna want to bring more money. People think it's a game, but it's really life. We don't have to chase money, run for money. What are we doing? We just sit down and let it attract to us. If everything that we are going to need in the universe can be attracted, what's the difference with money? Its currency is inevitable. It's not going anywhere. I'm not saying quit your jobs. I'm saying be more intentional with the money. So that maybe you could start a business, and that business, what that business can do is buy your time back from that job. Who's to say that you even want to quit that job? If you like it, you can keep doing it a little bit, on the side hustle. But when you elevate, you gonna need it. You're gonna need it, right? When you elevate, you're gonna realize, like, hold on, I can't be going surface level with this no more. Y'all, I had to close my eyes. I promise I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed Tuesday. I'm gonna be fully awake, y'all. But I talk a lot. It's interesting because maybe I should give like a raffle away, because y'all know I looked this book up to see if there's an author, to see if there's a website to buy it. Do y'all realize this book is nowhere to be found? So maybe I should do a giveaway to where I give this book away, and every note that I highlighted in here, you're gonna see. And things gonna start making sense to you, because if you under the sound of my voice, hey, you could be in the running for that. Simple. Simple. And I take good notes. This is chestnut checkers. All right. Think so. Give it up for yourselves over there. Don't y'all hate when them incense that burn fast get to burning fast? Don't piss me off. For real. Okay. I just want you guys to, one, get comfortable around money. If you didn't pick up anything from this live today, number one, get comfortable being around money. Okay. Number two, become aware of the version you currently are, and is it in alignment with your desires? Is it conflicting you or not? Is it conflicting you or not? Is it giving you fruits or is it conflicting you? You don't got to answer it in the chat, right? I don't want you guys to feel like bombarded and like, I don't know about that, big. But I want y'all to be honest. I want you to get comfortable with money. Fill your nervous system with it. Stop being so anxious. And every time you get a dollar, you feel like you got to spend it. No, you don't. Get comfortable. Let it hang around for a while, few days. You know what I'm saying? A little something, one, two. Y'all feel where I'm coming from? Okay. I just want to make sure that you guys are hearing me. What it's really gonna take to get to the next level. Because that's all it's gonna take to get to the next level. Healing your nervous system with money, and then taking accountability of who you are, shifting your identity. Once you do those two things, it's inevitable. You can learn everything else. But a lot of y'all's problems is money and how you look at yourself. That's literally the two biggest chaotic things in the world right now. People that don't know themselves and people that don't have money. Simple. There's a lot of people who need money, bro. But there's also a lot of people who have been operating from an identity that no longer serves them in this current realm. Okay. Excuse my yawning. So I'm just saying. That's literally the because you got people because check this, you got people out here like, yo, you got people out here like, yo, I just need the money, man. But you still got them buying clothes, buying shoes, not taking the initiative to kind of be frugal a little bit. Let me see my money stack up. Let me let the money come in here. Let me see my money stack up. And then as I see my money stack up and I see that I've gained the motion and no rotation, because check this, you can literally, let's say you save all your dollar bills every time you go out and you spend your money. When you start seeing that back pay come, the first thing you're going to do is go invest some more. And that's what you're supposed to do. But first you got to see it add up, babes. You can't be operating from that survival, that mindset. You got to be willing to, be aware of who you are, what's kind of going on. Follow the patterns. Because once you follow the patterns, then you'll be able to shift. But a lot of people don't want to tell themselves the truth because listen, you can't be around me and not be a truth seeker. It's simple. What's up, Elise? Ah, I always do that. What's up, Elise? You know what I'm saying? You want some better shit going on? Cool. It's your energy. Shift it. It's how you looking at it. Eye isn't literally beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What the rise, babe? What the rise? Happy Monday. Mindset. Let's go. Okay. Maybe start finding gratitude in the things that you do have. Start writing that shit down. And then what I want you to do, I want you to start thinking about the things that you do want to have. Start writing that shit down. Then I want you to think about everything I just said and have some money in front of you. And just look at the money and intentionally envision yourself with the things. Do that shit for 7 to 14 days and you come back and holler at me. Give it up in the chat. So I got some content coming out for y'all today. Be on the lookout for that. Turn on post notifications. Y'all know we're not going to be here tomorrow. So make sure if you missed today's live, just go ahead and follow us on YT and Monshay Flow, MonShayFLOW. One more time, MonShayFLOW. Thank y'all today. Appreciate y'all for 2K double taps in the chat. I appreciate that. Y'all ain't have to do that, but you did. Okay, shout out YouTube too, man. Y'all be lit over here on YouTube. I swear, YouTube is like a hidden gem for me for real. So shout out to YouTube. Shout out to y'all on YouTube. We gonna give it up in the chat over here. I only got one soundboard, so you know what I'm saying. Just bear with me now. I guess I'm gonna have to go get another soundboard. What y'all think? I gotta go get a soundboard for YT? Huh? What y'all saying? Y'all say I gotta go get a mic and I'm gonna have to sit both mics up. Like y'all think I gotta go get a. I wish they had like a dual thing for this so that I could just click. Do they have that? Do y'all know if they have that? Do y'all know if they have that? Like where it's a C type, but then on the other end is two more C types. And although I'm sleepy, y'all, guess what? I was consistent. I made my 9 o'clock class, even though I was tired, even though I could have made an excuse, even though I was tempted to go to sleep. But I knew, I said, yo, if I go to sleep, my people not gonna see me, you know? And I already had this little episode. This is with myself. This is me talking to myself. I already had a little episode Friday to where I was just like, yeah, I'm exhausted. And I only gave y'all 30 minutes. So it was only right that I come back today and hit the ball running, right? I'm working on a lot of things for y'all, man. So make sure you guys get ready, stay in tune. If you looking for a one-on-one, you enjoyed today's live, man, y'all know what to do. Just DM me, chat it up with your girl. Let's talk. Let's make sure I'm good for you and you good for me. Simple. All right. I hope you guys have an amazing week. Okay. What y'all got planned this week? Who's being intentional? What's one way you're gonna be an intentional? What's one way you're gonna be an intentional this week? Let me know. Give me one word for how you're gonna be intentional this week. Give me one word. Let me see y'all going in the chat before we get out of here. Because what happens is a lot of people are speaking about their situation, but they're not speaking to their situation. And that's why they can't get nowhere. That's why you can't receive the things that you want to receive because you don't have enough gratitude. You're worried about everything that you don't have. But what do have? And operate with those tools because clearly those tools are going to open the next escape room. Simple. Nobody gonna be intentional with their week. Everybody just sitting up in here not gonna be intentional. That's on y'all. Cause I'm gonna get mine. I'm gonna flow. I'm gonna grow. I'm gonna develop. I'm gonna read. I'm gonna elevate more this week. So if that's the type of thing you're into of not elevating, I understand. I get it. I get it. But me, oh, I'm gonna turn up. You'll move more intentionally. How you gonna move more intentionally? No, just cleaning. How you gonna clean more intentionally? What's gonna happen? Are you gonna procrastinate and put a time limit on how long you can clean, or you gonna get up and just get it done? Okay. We said we gonna move more intentionally. How we gonna do that? See, what happens is we like to make goals, and this is not me coming at y'all. This is just me using y'all as an example because y'all being in tune, right? What happens is we say we're gonna do some things, and then it's like, yo, we get to the point, and it's like, oh, I don't really want to do this. So what happens is you have to break that big goal down. So Elise and Yana, what happens is, what up, stay low, okay? What happens is so many people make big goals and they don't break them down. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Meaning not responding because I'm cleaning while listening to you. I got you. So disregard what I said about Elise. Cool. But Yana said she wants to move more intentionally. What happens is a lot of people make the goals and then it's like it seems scary a little bit. If we don't break those big goals down, we're never going to get them accomplished. If we don't take our time with the goal, we're never going to get accomplished. Feel me? And even at least I hate to call you out, but it's like, yo, why do I have to say, oh, okay, y'all not gonna be intentional with y'all time for y'all to come tell me what y'all gonna be intentional on? Follow directions. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the universe is basically telling y'all. Like, follow the directions that's right in front of you. That's an intuitive download. No shade. Like, that's literally no shade. Look, and my nose is itchy. But that's just the truth. It's like, why does somebody have to say something chaotic for you to get in alignment? See, the y'all being in alignment is listening. I understand you cleaning, But let me tell you something. I be in people's lives, and yo, if they say something and they say, yo, say this in the chat, I'm gonna say it in the chat because that's in alignment with the energy around my universe. Okay. So what happens is why I asked you guys to do that is because one, you're setting the intention in this chat. That's a form of alignment. Because guess what? I'm gonna hold you accountable. So when you go say, okay, cool, you say I don't feel like doing it, then you remember you dropped it in BIG chat. What happens is you're gonna hold yourself accountable. You're gonna feel like, I hate to say this word, but you're gonna feel shitty every time you let yourself down. Because everybody can let yourself down, but if you let you down, wow, I got you. I understand. I'm just using that as an example. Because see, a lot of people don't be in the shower. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be just fucking off. You know what I'm saying? So at least I'm really not coming at you. I'm just using y'all as y'all come in the chat. Because a lot of people are going to make excuses as to why they can't follow through on the desires of their own heart. And I want to make sure that you guys are being honest with yourselves from the jump of what you have to give up and do in order to get. See, a lot of people just want to get. We can get, but you gotta. Your ancestors want a little bit. Maybe you gotta give a little bit to get a little bit. It's that simple. It's that simple. You gotta give a little bit to get a little bit. You gotta give a lot to get a lot. So a lot of days I was in hermit mode. I put in a lot of reps. I read a lot of books. Listened to a lot of podcasts. After this, I'm gonna go listen to my ET video that I didn't finish this rising. I'm constantly pouring more of the things that I want to see in my life into my life drastically. Okay, does that make sense, chat? Drop some fires in the chat. Drop some fires in the chat, TikTok. I'm tired, and I'm 1 minute overdue. Remember the activity. Get you some money on, and stop acting funny on it around it. Stop playing with your money. Realize that it's just paper. That's all it is, and you only give it value. This may be only $1, but it has the same value as $100 bill. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's still paper. It only gets value when I give it value. So one, I want you guys to do is get comfortable around some money. Then I want you to ask yourself, what version are you showing up as every day? Have you been intentionally living or living on autopilot? And how do we shift from one to the other? Y'all hop in a DM. Let me know. Y'all ready to work. It's simple. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. Also, make sure you guys do the activity of writing yourself a promise and sticking that promise up everywhere you go, everywhere you see every single day, so that you know that, yo, if you don't hold your end of the deal, it's on you because it's you versus you. All right. Listen, I love y'all. Make sure you guys be on the lookout, sub to our page, turn on post notifications so that you guys don't miss nothing this way. All right. And I love y'all so much. TikTok, I love y'all. Give it up in the chat for 2.3K. I don't know why TikTok is tripping today, but I see that he keep going in and out, in and out, in and out. So we just about to get on here. Thank y'all. I tell y'all all the time, I'm not perfect, but I'm consistent. And can't nobody out work me. It's the pace, baby. Listen, y'all know what I'm gonna say. I love y'all like a fat kid love cake. BIG out. Deuces. IYT, I love y'all like a fat kid love cake. Thank y'all for all the love. Thank y'all for all the double taps. Y'all know we're gonna be live again Wednesday at 9 a.m. EST, and you're gonna be in for a treat, man. I tell y'all all the time that get in the field, get in the box with me because I love doing this. I love growing and developing. So when other people like to grow and develop too, I be right there with them because what's the point of not being right there with you? What's the point of, not taking it serious? What's the point of saying I want goals and no, I'm not willing to put it in work? What's the goal? What's the point of that? What's the point of that? Right? So you got to ask yourself, who am I showing up as? My survival mode? Or am I showing up as, excuse me, or am I not showing up, or am I showing up as the desired version that I want to be? And honestly, it's not even something that you have to create. It's returning back home to the things that you always wanted to begin with before the world tainted your sweet baby heart. All right. So I want you guys to stay locked in, do these activities, and run it all the way up, man. If you need a coach, y'all know where to find me one-on-one. B-O-B-I-G. I said B-O-G. B-I-G out, man. I love y'all. Till next time. Try.